beautiful soul. Happy New Year. Happy 2023. My name is Emily, also known as Emily the Mystic, and I'm so excited that you're here for my first video of the new year. We made it. We passed through the ascension portal that is the holiday season and into the beginning of this incredible new year. And I am so excited to have you on the ride with me. So thank you for being here for this first video of the new year. I thought that I would kick the new year off right by sharing what I'm doing to plan my year ahead from a spiritual perspective. What does that look like for me? What have I been doing to kind of align and recalibrate my energy to get myself on track for the new year? And just some of the fun little tips and tricks that have worked for me that I've been doing for the last couple of years, but also some new things that I've been implementing really over the last couple of days moving into the new year that I know are going to be things that are really going to stick with me. So I want to share these with you. I want to preface this by saying that from an astrological perspective, I, Emily, have 4 planets in the Pisces sign in my birth chart. So I have a lot of passive Piscean mutable energy. And with that in mind, I am not a planner. I am not a Capricorn. I am not a Virgo. In fact, I don't have either of those signs represented in my chart. And so for me, I need to find ways to make planning and intention setting really fun, because otherwise it feels like a drag. Setting goals can feel kind of heavy, you know? We can kind of dread that because it reminds us of school and having to set goals for the school year. And so my goal for this video is to give you some new ways to think about intention setting for your year. And hopefully maybe you can take 1 or 2 or even all of these different methods along with you to find a practice that's really going to be fun for you. Because the more we can have fun, right, you guys, that's what I'm all about, the more you're going to enjoy your year and you're going to really just be able to relax into it and allow it to unfold. It's kind of like this new year is holding us and it's creating a new space for us. I want you to see it as entering into this new space, this new timeline that you can really just lean into, relax into it. And some of these intention setting ways are going to help you to allow yourself to do that a little bit more and to be supported by this new year ahead. And I don't know about you, but I honestly like being 100% honest with you, I find this time of the year to be a bit depressing. I love the holidays. I love seasonal activities in general, whether it be Christmas or it be the summertime or it be Halloween and the fall. And I have a hard time genuinely letting go of old holiday seasonality and activities and events and moving into something new. And I also specifically love Christmas time and the holidays at this time of the year. And so letting go of that and moving into something new can be hard. And I am right along there with you. If you feel like starting the new year feels anxiety-filled, dread-filled, frustration and stress-filled, I am here to help you to release at least some of that to help to ease your burden so that, again, you can go into navigating this year in a way that will hopefully be a bit lighter, a bit more joyful, and a bit more fun. I feel like it can remind us of those challenging times when we were kids and we had to let go of our Christmas break in order to go back to school. So you may be kind of feeling a little bit of that cellular memory being triggered in your body if you have uncomfortable memories of what that looked like when you were a kid. So we're going to let go of all of that now and start our new year off with a little bit of joy during perhaps an otherwise challenging week for you. So anyways, a couple of important things to note with all of this in mind. Number 1, you do not need to do all of these things that I'm about to share with you, because there's a lot here, all at once or even by the end of January. If you want to really prioritize them and do them now because they excite you, then that's amazing. But if you're really busy and you're really stressed out right now, you may want to pick one thing from this list to do now and leave the rest for February. If you don't get all of your intention setting, I don't even want to call it goal setting, done now, it's okay. You can incorporate some of these things into your year all year round. And so it's okay if you are not feeling aligned with doing this right now. You may even need a couple of weeks just to kind of settle into the year and feel into, like, what do I really want to create for myself this year? What does that really look like for me? Because you get to decide, right? You're the creator of your own reality. And also, again, you don't have to do all of these things. There's a lot here. So take the ones that resonate with you and leave the rest. You are not going to have a more successful year if you do all of them versus doing one of them. I want you to pick the ones that really resonate with you. And I'm going to be sharing things for all different types of learning styles and all different ways that people process information so that you can hopefully find something in here that will work for you and your natural energy. So I've split this up into two sections. Section 1, we're going to talk about overall vision setting for the year. And section 2, we're going to talk about some little daily practices that you can start incorporating right away. So let's start with overall vision setting for the year. So this is where we're really going to get clear on what we want to create for ourselves over the course of the next less than 365 days. And this is really going to help you to decide, what are we really going to focus on this year? What are the priorities? What areas of your life are you really going to put your energy? So let's start with number 1. So this first thing is going to help you to lay out what you want to manifest and create for yourself for the year. You can call these intentions, you can call these goals. I like to call these manifestations because that feels fun to me, that feels light. So I have a notebook that I use specifically for manifestation only. In fact, I actually have, and I'm really obsessed with this, so I'm sharing it with you because you may find this helpful. I use a Remarkable tablet for all of my note keeping. And I'm not affiliated with this company, but I want to share it with you because I find that this product to be extremely helpful for me personally. So this is a Remarkable tablet. It is a paper tablet. I'm a little bit of a techie guru. I love technology. I have since I was a kid. So I love working with this paper tablet versus working with a physical notebook. It's just kind of what's worked for me. I've been using this for a year now, and I use this for all of my note taking. So in this notebook, I have a specific notebook that's just for manifestations. So in this notebook, I have gone in and laid out everything that I want to manifest for myself for the new year. And I have done this by dividing it up into categories. So what really helps me to get clear when I'm feeling into my overall vision for the year is to think about it in terms of categories. So because I'm a business owner, one big category for me is going to be business manifestations. And then another big category is going to be, because I'm a human, my personal life. And from there, I divide my personal life into other subcategories, such as travel manifestations, my at-home life, my relationships, specific physical things that I want to manifest. Like I want to manifest a pet this year. I want to manifest some new ways that I can feel comfortable in my physical body, some new health things, and also spirituality as well as a category for new spiritual things that I want to learn about, new modalities that I want to discover and read about and feel into. So just to repeat those categories again, you may want to write these down. So I have business as my first big category. So in there, I'm going to write down all of my money manifestation goals and all of my business goals for myself, such as, income per month, such as business opportunities, partnership opportunities, collaboration, visual and visibility opportunities, etc. Team members that I want to manifest, things like that. If you do not own a business, you may want to choose this as your career section. So you may want to lay out what you want to manifest financially for your career or a new type of job. You can even separate money out of this category and create specific money manifestation goals if you really want to perhaps save a lot of money this year or have other financial goals in mind, you can also do that as well. And then in terms of personal manifestations, I have split that up into travel, at-home life, relationships, health, spirituality, and then specific physical items. So you may discover more categories that work for you, depending on what's going on in your individual life. But that really helps me to get clear on all of the areas of my life so that no stone goes unturned, and I can get really, really clear on what I want to create for myself. The other thing with this, to alleviate some of the stress, we are calling this 2023 intention setting. However, when I'm creating this manifestation list, I know that there is no definitive timeline for when or how I'm going to manifest these things. I'm going to leave the timeline up to the universe. So yes, in my human brain, would I love to manifest all of these things for myself in 2023? Absolutely. Am I going to allow myself to live in the above and beyond and the and better of looking at the world? Absolutely. However, I'm still going to be open to the timeline when these things need to come in. So I'm letting go of the need to control the timing with my manifestations. So some of these things may come in 2024, and I'm deciding that that's okay, depending on whatever I personally need during the course of this year, because my manifestations may change. And again, that's why I love having this in a paper tablet, because I can erase pages and clear things and let things go very easily from here. So that is what I'm doing for writing down my list of manifestations and intentions for the new year. This is a really great way of intention setting if you are either a visual person or even an auditory learner, and I'll share some ways you can do this from a more auditory perspective. But writing things out helps you to see them physically, which can help you to really realize, okay, this is it, this is my goal, I'm doing this is what I want, and really get clear on that. If you're more of an auditory person, meaning you like to listen and hear things in order to retain and receive information, you may even want to speak your list out loud or record yourself on a recording device such as the voice memo app on your phone to speak out exactly what you want to create. That can be another really cool thing that you can do as well. And then you can replay it back to yourself, kind of like an affirmation meditation, listening to your voice speaking what you want to create. That can be another really cool way to do this as well. And again, I don't like to look at these things as goals. I don't like that energy. I prefer to look at these things as manifestations, because you are co-creating them with the universe. You are doing your part. Of course, you're taking aligned action in order to manifest what you desire, but there's also a magical aspect and element to the universe helping you bring those things to fruition. I have manifested this whole incredible spiritual business, and I couldn't have done it on my own. So these can be seen as goals, but I really want you to see them as things that you are manifesting and co-creating with the universe as well. So step number 2 for setting your vision for the year is to choose a word or words to represent the energy of the year ahead. This is something I've been doing for the last few years now, and I really love it because these words sort of live in the back of my mind for the next year, and they kind of become the energetic that I live and make my decisions by. They kind of become a frame of reference for when I'm trying to make a decision. When I filter it through the word that I've selected for the year, does that decision make sense according to that specific word? And I'll share what my words are in a moment here. What I ended up doing last year, instead of picking one word, I picked a word for my business and I picked a word for myself personally. And those words kind of ended up, again, being the lens at which my year kind of ended up being laid out and lived. So I'm doing that again this year because it really worked for me last year. I had fun with it. Again, if this doesn't align with you and you're like irritated by everybody posting their words of the year because they're all over your timeline, then that's fine too, right? But if this does feel like a good practice to you, it can be great to get clear on your words of the year. So how do we do that? I would encourage you to take some time to either be in meditation or to have some quiet space and time to be able to just feel into this. I gave myself a few weeks to pick my words, and it took a little bit of time for the words to really come to me. The words that came through at first, I was a little bit resistant towards, and I'll share them with you in a moment and why I feel that way. However, they kept coming through and bothering me over and over and over again. And I know there's a reason for that, why I feel a nudge to use these words this year. So therefore, I'm going to go with it and we'll see what happens. I'll check back in with you at the end of 2023 and we'll see where I'm at. So the business word that I picked for the year is magnetism, because I know my business is here to help a lot of incredible souls just like you. And so to have my business be a magnet for people like you so that you can find my work is a huge intention for me for this year. So really that visibility aspect of magnetism is going to be a big energy that I'm holding space for the new year. So that's my word for business. And then my personal word, which I was a little resistant towards, is actually luxury. And when that word came through to me, I was like, I don't really live a luxurious lifestyle at all. I'm a bit of a homebody. I live in this kind of cool, old style Philly apartment. I don't drive a luxury car or own any luxury clothes. I'm not a luxury handbag person at all. So when that word came through to me, I was like, that's interesting. But I really sat with it. And the energy behind the word allows you to feel in a higher state of being. It's not about the designer price tags on things or the fancy clothes or physical items. It's about the energy of feeling luxurious, like life being like a day at the spa where you're taken care of, you're wrapped in a white, soft robe, and you're given a beautiful cup of organic tea, and you just feel on top of the world. That's what luxury is to me. So I'm allowing that word to really carry me through this year and to be my decision-making tool. Does this decision make me feel luxurious or not? And kind of letting that be my frame of reference when I'm making decisions for myself personally. So that is my word of the year personally. Okay, so let's move into step number 3. So another really fun thing that you can do in order to get yourself set up for success in the new year, and I know that this is a little bit cliche, but bear with me, is to create some sort of vision board. Now, I do not like to create physical vision boards. It's not my style. I did that once and it left me feeling very irritated with all of the printing and getting the printer set up and the cutting and the pictures in the catalogs that just aren't right. Creating a physical vision board and having it in my office, not my thing. However, I love designing things. I love using the app Canva to create things. It's what I use in tandem with my virtual assistant to create all of my graphic design for Instagram and my website, etc. And I have fun with it. I'm a little bit of an artist at heart, and I love creating a digital vision board because to me it's fun. It's something I can do when I'm sitting on my couch watching TV. I can pick images from the internet that really feel aligned to what I want to create. So what I did to create my digital vision board was I started with Pinterest. And I went through Pinterest and I created a new Pinterest board and picked out images that represented all of the things from my physical handwritten manifestation list and created images that represented all of those aspects of my list. And then I used the Canva app and laid them out in a way that looked really pretty and felt fun and felt bright to me. So this can be a really fun exercise for you if you're a visual person. And again, it doesn't need to be a physical vision board. I feel like that is just a mental block for so many people. It doesn't need to be a physical vision board, and it also doesn't need to be complicated. You can use the Canva app or even a Word document Or even easier, use Pinterest and create a whole Pinterest board for your vision. That's it. That's all you need to do. And then you can have those beautiful images to scroll through during those times of the year when you may be feeling a little bit not great. You know what I mean? So allow your vision board to be a representation of the energy of that which you want to feel and be in the new year, and have fun with it. Allow it to be a fun thing. If, as you're hearing me say this, it fills you with dread, then it's not your thing. It's not the thing for you. But for me, I was like, ooh, that feels fun and light this year. So I'm going to do that. And I did. And I sat on my couch and I watched, I streamed a fun show, and I did it through Pinterest and Canva, and it was great. So if that feels good to you, then that is something for you to do as well. I also want to speak to those of you who may be more kinesthetic learners, because I've shared some ways to set your intentions for the new year that involve visual learning, auditory learning, and now let's talk about physical body learning. So if this is you, if you're very kinesthetic body focused, you can also set intentions for your new year by deciding how you want to feel in your physical body. Do you want to feel light? Do you want to feel joyful? Do you want to feel excited? Maybe writing a list and then taking some time to be in meditation and feeling all of those emotions, energies, and feelings in your body. That can be a really powerful practice for you kinesthetic learners out there to really feel and experience the energy in your body. So different ways. Again, if you're auditory, read your goals out, record them. If you are, and again, they're manifestations, not goals, I correct myself. If you are a visual learner, make your own vision board. And if you are kinesthetic, feel into your body and how it would feel to manifest the things that you desire. And finally, I want to share with you a couple of simple daily things that you can do day to day to help create this incredible vision that you have in mind. So these are just some new things that I am doing to make sure that I'm taking little guided action every single day. So the first thing is I got this amazing gratitude journal for the holidays. I absolutely love this journal. You can buy it on Amazon. And it is not expensive. It's really not expensive. I think it's like $12 or something. And it has 90 days worth of both morning and evening reflection. I don't know if you can see this here, but we've got a page for the morning and a page for the evening. And it's super nice because each page takes 5 minutes. So overall, if you're doing 5 minutes in the morning and 5 in the evening, it takes about 10 minutes in total per day. But this practice has really helped me to zone in on my manifestations every single day, to feel grateful for what I already have, and to allow myself to feel whatever I'm feeling and whatever is coming up for me, and to really be in that energy of gratitude for the new year. So I absolutely love this practice. I personally struggle with journaling practices in general because giving me a journal with an open-ended prompt, meaning no prompt at all, I can't just free write for 5 or 10 minutes. It's not my thing. So I like having these prompts that are in this amazing gratitude journal because they ask me specific questions, and then that helps me discern what I want to write. So that can be a really great practice for you if you feel like you need a little bit of a guided journal practice. This can be really helpful for that. And finally, the last tip that I will give you, if you're really struggling to figure out how can I manifest what's on my list in day-to-day mini baby steps. Again, if you take one single step today towards your manifestations for the next 365 days, you will be there, or you'll be very close to whatever the thing is that you want to manifest. So how can we do this? What really works for me is by actually scheduling time in my calendar for my daily practices and for the action steps that I need to take in order to reach my goals. So for example, I need to make time for exercise. So I schedule that exercise time in my calendar 3 days a week. I also am now, as a new practice, scheduling time for meditation a few days a week as well. And I am scheduling time for things like personal time, snack time, lunch time, and other little bits and pieces and bobs of time during my day to get other things done, such as blocks of time to do specific practices for my business or to reach out to specific colleagues. So I'm scheduling ahead time like that in order to create the time and space that I need in order to take daily aligned action towards my goals, my manifestations, if you will. So overall, I hope that this video brought you joy when it comes to thinking about setting your intentions for the new year. Know that it doesn't need to be this arduous, intensive process where there's a teacher standing over your shoulder looking at what you're writing. No, this practice is for you, and you're going to find the things that really work for you. It may need to take a year for you to find what really sticks, but I hope that this has given you some ideas, some inspiration in order to really visualize, envision, and intention set an incredible year ahead in 2023. I know that it's going to be an amazing year for every single one of us. It's all about your perception, right, of your life, and know that you are the creator of your own reality. And being in that role is super empowering, right? So enjoy it every single day. Baby steps, remember, baby steps every single day, and then you will be where you want to be a year from now. So I'm sending you so much love. Make sure you like this video if it helped you. Comment below what things you're doing to do some intention setting for your own new year, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.